Welcome back to Forgotten Hollywood. Recently, I saw Big for the first time, and while it was enjoyable, I couldn't help but compare it to other movies with the premise of a child stuck in an adult's body. This got me thinking about which actors did it best, and the result was this video. I'm going to try something a little different today and actually have a ranking system to avoid bias I have from tipping the results to the movie I like best rather than taking an objective view of the roles. So for this, I will be looking at 5 instances of a grown actor needing to play a kid or at least someone significantly younger. I'm not counting the many times actors were in their 20s and pretended to be in high school. No, I'm looking for a wider age gap between characters.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
I will then rate each one on acting, writing, difficulty, any negatives with the role, and my overall take. The winner will be announced at the end of this video. The 5 roles are Barbara Harris as Annabelle in Freaky Friday 1976,
Mom's body has got my mind in it.
Tom Hanks as Joshua in Big 1988,
Josh? You look terrible.
Jamie Lee Curtis as Anna in the remake of Freaky Friday 2003,
Oh, everyone's out to get me. You're ruining my life.
Well, it's easy to be you. I'll just suck the fun out of everything.
I do not suck the fun out of everything.
Fun sucker.
Jennifer Garner as Jenna in 13 Going on 30 2004,
Hey. Come on in.
and Zachary Levi as Billy in Shazam 2019.
I was thinking, what about this? That's why you don't mess with electricity.
Catchphrases obviously aren't one of your superpowers.
Starting out with acting, it's hard to rank these roles as all the actors involved are very talented. Still, some of them pulled off child better than others. In first place was Jennifer Garner, who perfectly encapsulated the mannerisms of a 13-year-old, particularly the child playing young Jenna. A close second is Tom Hanks, playing a 12-year-old through his 13th birthday. I particularly liked how clueless he was when girls were flirting with him. In third place, we have Jamie Lee Curtis as a moody teenager, Anna. Perhaps she was taking inspiration from her then teenage daughter, Annie. After that, fourth place goes to the other Freaky Friday star, Barbara Harris. My favorite part of her acting was when she played a child pretending to be a proper lady. Finally, in fifth place is Zachary Levi. This is not to say he did a bad job of playing a kid, but he seemed to be playing younger than his child actor counterpart. Our next category is writing. This is less on the actors, as I doubt they had any power over the script. However, this is a ranking of the characters, not the actors. In first place is Big, as Joshua sounds like a kid even as an adult. His story arc that allows him to mature over time is also very realistic. Second place is the original Freaky Friday. The writers did a good job of shoving a young teen into adult role and showing the problems that resulted. Third place is the remake of Freaky Friday. As I said before, this role perfectly encapsulates a moody teenager for both the older and younger actors. Fourth place is 13 Going on 30, who had fun with the role but made some mistakes. For example, Jenna makes friends with a 13-year-old girl who lives in her building and wishes her luck with fractions. As fractions are taught to third graders, you would think that they would be struggling with something else in 8th grade, like algebra. Shazam takes 5th place for the same reason as the acting did. Billy comes across closer to 10 than nearly 15. For difficulty, I'm looking for how hard the role would have been to play. How much screen time did the actors have? How much drama did they face? First place in this category goes to Joshua. As he is the central character in the movie, he is in almost every scene and has to deal with several scary and adult situations while maintaining the mind of a child. Jenna comes in second as she is also a central character. However, she has less intense scenes and the adult situations are generally played as silly. Billy comes in third, even though the danger he faces is the most intense of all the characters. The reason he is not ranked higher is because Billy is not stuck as an adult the way that Jenna and Joshua are. He spends a good portion of the movie as a kid. Coming in fourth is Annabelle, who has a driving scene that is a disaster, but generally just deals with stress. Fifth is Anna, who deals with the stress of other people and then goes out to pamper herself. As for the negatives with these roles, I look for things that were morally questionable, either for the mental child to do or the grown body they were stuck in. Here, Jenna comes in first, as she actively tries to be a good girl, not even taking advantage of the fact she has a boyfriend that often stays the night and other men that her adult self usually hooks up with. As long as she was mentally 13, she kicked the married man as well as the non-married man out and hosted sleepovers for young ladies. She does talk to a teenage boy once, but her best friend stops her before she goes too far. In second place is Annabelle, who spends a good amount of time with teenage boy trying to get him to like her teenage self. In third place, Anna takes it a little further by going on a date with her teen crush as her mother. Fourth place goes to Billy, who uses his advanced age to buy beer, only to discover he doesn't like it. He also goes to a strip club and uses his powers to steal money from an ATM. Joshua comes in last in this category as he faked credentials to get his job and is the only one to go all the way with someone, well, a child in an adult's body, which is wrong on so many levels. My overall take is how enjoyable the film is as a whole. In this, Big takes first place as it has a good balance of humor and drama. Although it is the most adult film on this list, it is still a classic. Second place is Shazam. As far as a fun popcorn movie goes, this one does a great job. A bit intense for a family film, but it's typical for a superhero adventure from the modern era. Third place goes to the remake of Freaky Friday. Like Shazam, it's not too serious, but it still has character growth and emotional moments. Fourth is the original Freaky Friday. This one is similar in tone to the remake, although a little heavy-handed in the second wave feminist messaging and far more silly. Fifth place goes to 13 Going on 30, which I just found to be kinda slow and quite boring compared to the others. Tallying up these scores with the first 5 films, the winner is Big from 1988 starring Tom Hanks. The runners-up are, in this order, 13 Going on 30, Shazam, the original Freaky Friday, and the 2003 remake. So that's my take on the way these 5 characters were handled. Honestly, I was a little surprised by how well some of these films did when you broke it down. Were you? Thanks for watching. Which of these movies is your favorite? Or have you not seen any of them? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, and I will catch up with you next time.